Thank you, Chair. Witness E, please confirm you can hear me clearly.
Yes, Chair, I can hear you.
Before we broke for lunch, we were at your paragraph 14 of your statement at page 5. Are you there?
Yes, I'm there, Chair.
And it is at paragraph 14 that you introduced this annexure WE1. And it's that email you state in that paragraph that you forwarded to the minister and to the National Commissioner.
Yes, that's correct, Chair.
Okay, let's go then to
Yes, that's correct, Chair.
WE1 at page 2 thereof. And as with page 1, the bulk of what you set out at page 2 provides detail regarding the assassination of Mr. Madlanga. I would like you to skip all that and go to the 8th paragraph at page 2 that starts with the words, "They started to target me." Do you see?
Yes, I can see, Chair.
If you could read that paragraph and then skip the next and read the one thereafter, because now it's in the one thereafter that you address your actual grievance. Do you understand?
I understand, Chair.
Please do so. Thank you.
Perhaps I'm very sorry.
Yes, Chair.
Ms. Lula. Let me take you the paragraph preceding. I must emphasize that this is not a hearsay evidence, but I was present in every
indeed,
step.
Chair, if I may,
Yes, yes.
I would agree in the redacted version.
Yes.
Only that's the first statement that the chair read.
Yes.
Is not redacted. The rest, but I was.
All right.
All that is redacted, and I would prefer him not to.
Let me stop where I am.
But
my interest is there. My interest is in every step.
Oh, no. We would like, because the witness says these are matters pertaining to the evidence he shall be giving.
Also, even
the criminal trial.
that part, I must.
Even that part.
All right.
But the first part, I'm grateful to the chair, because it is the first part is important, because it specifically states that what he relates in this document to the minister about the assassination is not hearsay evidence. That he's got first-hand knowledge of. That part
so
is important.
You don't want me to get to the every step.
Not to the rest is redacted, Chair.
But my interest was how far does the every step go to Mr. Madlanga or not? All right, I'll leave it.
Thank you so much, Chair. Witness E, you are at the paragraph I had directed you to, and I think the Chair correctly points out the paragraph before. As you are working on a redacted version, I fully am appreciative to the Chair for pointing it out. I think the first sentence of the previous paragraph is important. So if you could just read that sentence without reading the redacted part, then we can go to that paragraph I directed you to. Do you understand?
Yeah. Yes, Chair.
Please go ahead.
Here, I must emphasize that this is not a hearsay evidence.
And when you say that, is that in reference to the facts you have set out pertaining to Mr. Madlanga's assassination as you set them out in that document? Is that what you say is not hearsay evidence?
That's correct, Chair.
Okay. Then if I can direct you to the next paragraph, that then starts with the words, "They started to target me."
They started to target me to be assassinated, and even told me that they will never give me any promotion, and they want me dead because I'm a threat into their career. I won't mention the name of the person who said that, because it has been redacted.
Yes.
That is when I went to the Durban High Court to get a protection order against the officials. After that, I was then enrolled into the program. That protection order, I got it in 2018. It was just after I started engaging.
May I request you, Witness E, to refer to the program in full, Witness Protection Program.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, there are a few times when you just refer to program. A reader may not necessarily know what program.
Thank you, Chair. I'll do so.
Thank you, Witness E. You may continue. If you are done with that paragraph, then the next one is you skip this short paragraph after that. It's the one after starting with my only grievance.
My only grievance to the national officials is that all my commanders in KZN are the officials mentioned above. And if ever I have to move to the next ranks, it's them who must process and facilitate it. But they don't do so because they told me that they'll never do it. And they want me dead than alive.
Now, please proceed.
In 2018, when my junior colleagues were promoted to the next rank due to years of service, I was left behind by the same officials. And again in 2022, when my junior colleagues were moved to the next ranks due to years of service, I was again left behind by the same officials.
Yes. Continue.
I am now appealing to the national officials to rescue me by moving me to the next ranks, because in KZN, I was told by the same officials that they'll never move me up since I exposed them.
And perhaps then lastly at page 3, if you could read the penultimate paragraph into the record. This is the paragraph before the last one, which reflects your specific request. The second paragraph from the bottom, I request.
I request the national officials to intervene within 30 days of this stage, which is the 9th December 2024. And failure to this, me and my legal team, we will have to take this to court, because I believe I'm being abused for being a whistleblower within crime intelligence, and I'm being punished by the same officials for that.
Okay, so then to summarize, the gist of your grievance was that you were not being promoted, even though operatives who are junior to you were enjoying the benefits of being promoted.
Yes, my grievance had nothing to do with other things. It was only about promotion stories.
Okay, I have not made you read some parts of page 3 as well, because once again, you delve into the details regarding the assassination. Is there anything else you'd like to highlight from Annexure WE1 before I move on?
No, Chair.
Okay.
I think I'm covered.
Then let's go back to your statement. Let's go to the statement file. We are still at page 5. And then you take it from paragraph 15.
On Tuesday, the 17th of December, 2024, I received a phone call from the cell phone number that I won't make it public. When I answered the call, the person on the other end of the line introduced himself as Nkabinde, the Chief of Staff in the office of the Minister Mchunu. He added that he obtained my number from Minister Mchunu, who also tasked him to investigate Makaka's killing, and in particular the involvement and the conduct of crime intelligence officials in the matter.
Please proceed.
Mr. Nkabinde informed me that the phone was on loudspeaker and that he was with the Minister Mchunu. He asked me if I had sent the email as directed by the Minister Mchunu. and I confirmed that I had sent the email to both Minister Mchunu and General Masemula. That was when Minister Mchunu came in the same call and said that but he said it in Zulu. He said it in Zulu. He said, he said I was not supposed to send it to the email to General Masemula because the National Commissioner, General Masemula, and the people involved in the assassination of Sindiso Makaka know each other. Therefore, my grievances will not be attended. Will not be attended to. They asked me to forward screenshots of the email, and I had sent, which I did, to both their numbers, which means the numbers of the number of the minister and the number of Mr. Mthokozo Singabinde, the chief of staff.
Yes. Let's go now to page 6 and you continue.
Mr. Ngabinde further informed me that he was once in the employ of the IPIT, which is Independent Police Investigative Directorate. And he once heard that former Minister Pegitele and the Lieutenant General Kumalo were also involved in the assassination of Sindiso Makaka. I informed him that the two were not involved. I was then instructed by Minister Mchunu and Mr. Ngabinde to send the same email to Mr. Ngabinde. And Mr. Ngabinde gave me his email address as ngabindecm@saps.gov.za.
Now, when you say the same email, is it the email that we went through that you've attached as WE1, which you say you had sent to the Minister and National Commissioner on the 9th of December, 2024?
Yes, that's correct, Chair.
Okay. You may go to your paragraph 18.
Sorry, can you just clarify?
On the same day, I forwarded.
Witness E, just a moment.
Witness E, is it your understanding that the minister did not receive the email you sent on the 9th of December? Why would he be asking that you send it again?
He told me that he has not seen that email, so he asked me to make screenshots of that email and forward them via WhatsApp to him. Then I did so. Then after reading those screenshots, and then it's when he asked that the next emails I must not send them to him, but I must send them to the chief of staff. And the chief of staff gave me his email address. Then I started sending everything to the chief of staff.
Thank you, Commissioner. Thank you,
And,
E. You may continue.
And there's something I forgot to mention. I think in paragraph 16,
Yes.
whereby when the chief of staff called me, he said he has been tasked by the minister to investigate. So the issue of Makaka and the involvement of crime intelligence officers. Therefore, I must cooperate with the investigation.
Just for the record, at paragraph 15, which you read into the record, you did point out that Mr. Ngabinde said he had also been tasked to investigate the Makaka killing, and in particular, the involvement
Yes.
and conduct of crime intelligence officials in the matter. That's what you have at your paragraph 15. You wanted to add to that.
Is that he said, I must cooperate with the investigation.
And what did you understand the investigation to be? Is that cooperate with him for purpose of the investigation? What was your understanding?
I didn't understand, Chair, because I didn't know that chief of staff does a chief of staff can become an investigator at the same time. But during that confusion, it's when he started introducing that he was working for IPIT. Then after he said he was working for IPIT, is when I got an understanding that he does have knowledge of investigation.
Okay. Okay, we are now at your paragraph 18.
On the same day, I forwarded the email to Mr. Ngabinde. After I sent the email,
apologies, witness E. Apologies, witness E. Please do not rush through and be accurate. You didn't read that statement correctly. Please start again.
On the same day, I forwarded the email. I forwarded the email to Mr. Nkabinde.
Is it not
After
the,
I sent,
sorry, is it not the very same email? Is that what is that not what you're skipping? My copy of your statement reads, on the same day, I forwarded the
On the
very
same
same
day.
email.
no, it's not the very same. It's not the very same.
Advocate Silo,
Yeah.
the statement that we have reads exactly
As he
the
has it.
witness read it.
Okay, then I possibly, might be a version out. Okay, the commissioners have your version, so let's work on your version, witness E.
Okay. On the very same day, I forwarded I forwarded the email to Mr. Nkabinde. After I sent the email, I phoned Mr. Nkabinde on the same number that he phoned me with, informing him that I had sent the email. Mr. Nkabinde stated that he didn't receive the email and gave me an alternative email address, and he said it's his personal email address to resend the email. Mr. Nkabinde also advised me to rewrite the grievances, and the heading should read as Dear Minister and national officials, and send it, and also forward my CV via WhatsApp. On the same day, on the 17th of December 2024, at about 10 past 11, I sent the same email to Mr. Nkabinde, to Mr. Nkabinde's two email addresses that he gave me. And I sent them from my personal email address.
Yes.
A copy of this is attached as annexure W2.
Okay, now your annexure WE2 is in the annexure file from page 4. Have you located it?
Yes, Chair, I'm there.
In dealing with this annexure, just remember that insofar as your history is concerned, that's what you read into the record when we started. So you can skip that part. Then you can speak to this annexure then, otherwise.
In this annexure, you can see that there on top it's written as follows: Dear Minister and the national officials. So I did exactly as instructed by Mr. Nkabinde.
Yes. Then let's go into the body of the email. You can skip the first paragraph, which sets out your employment details and I think your ID number. At the next paragraph after that, you then have you set out a specific request. Can you state it?
He said, I said I request an intervention by the national officials and my employer in my work abuse and unfair treatment when it comes to promotions.
Thereafter, you then deal with your history and you set it out there. As I say, we've dealt with that. Can I then invite you to the next page, at page 5, and we pick it up from the second paragraph at page 5, which says, my only complaint.
The complaint is simple. In 2018, when my junior police officers were moved to the next ranks, 2 years of service, even excluding successes, I was overlooked and sidelined by my employer. Again, in 2022, there was another national instruction for mass promotions for junior police officers to the next ranks due to their years of service, excluding successes, but I was once again overlooked and sidelined by my employer. These promotions.
Go ahead.
These promotions were for the motivation and the well-being of police officers so that they can perform well in their duties.
Please proceed.
I am on a witness protection program with full pay as a police officer. I get all benefits like all police officers in the country, including bonuses when due and I get full medical aid services from PolMed. For the fact that I get these benefits mentioned above, it means I do qualify to be a police officer, and therefore I do qualify to receive all benefits of police officers, including being moved to the next ranks, like all my other colleagues at work.
If you can read the first line of that, the next paragraph then.
My only complaint is about the promotions, which are long overdue.
So let me just test my understanding. If I understand you correctly, in this email, you made it clear that you accept that although you are on witness protection program, it's with full pay, you get all your benefits, including medical aid, and that your only complaint relates to your being overlooked for promotions. That was your sole complaint. Do I understand you correctly?
That's all, Chair.
Now, at the last paragraph of that email, it reads, with due respect and humbleness, I request my employer to attend to my grievance by moving me to the suitable rank and consider my experience, my contribution, my successes, and my years of service. End of quote. Did I read that correctly?
That's correct, Chair.
My question to you is, was your request attended to, and were you, insofar as lack of promotion is concerned, anytime between then, when you generated WEU2 and today, as we sit here today?
It has been left hanging. It has not yet been being addressed.
Okay.
Except, it has not yet been addressed.
Okay, then let's get back to your statement. We are now on my reading at your paragraph 19 of the statement, page 6.
That's about
Yes, it's 19. It starts with the words at about.
So at about 2 o'clock, I contacted Mr. Nkabinde on his number with my cell phone number, asking him if he had received the email that I've sent. And indeed, Mr. Nkabinde confirmed that he did receive the email.
Okay. And then let's continue to paragraph 20.
Shortly after Mr. Nkabinde and the minister confirmed the receipt of the email, I saw an article in the Sunday World newspaper reflecting my conversation with the minister about Mr. Makaka murder, but with some facts distorted. This article is attached as WE1A, bracket A in brackets. I noted that some facts were distorted because during May 2021, the Office of the Inspector General of Intelligence had initiated an investigation into the involvement of crime intelligence in the murder of Senzo Makaka. During May 2022, I was interviewed extensively by the Office of Inspector General of Intelligence. The information I relayed to the minister telephonically in 2024 was consistent with my disclosures to the OIGI in 2022.
Now, that annexure WE1 bracket A is in your annexure file. That's at page 3.1. Can you locate it?
Yes, I'm there, Chair.
And what about this article you say reflects your conversation with the minister? Are you able to highlight some aspects, of course, without providing any details pertaining to Mr. Makaka's assassination?
If you can check the Chair at the second paragraph, Sunday World says, Sunday World can today exclusively reveal that an undercover operative who says he initially recruited Makaka's would-be hitman to be an informer has penned an explosive affidavit to the police minister. First of all, there's no affidavit that I've ever sent to the minister. It was an email and a conversation telephonically and those screenshots. There is no affidavit. Exposing how the then 35-year-old politician was ambushed and shot on July 13, 2017 with resources from crime intelligence.
Now, I see this article is dated 13 January 2025 at the top there of the article above the picture. Do you see that?
Yes, that's correct. Chair.
13th January 2025. It then proceeds to give detail of what this supposed affidavit is supposed to have disclosed regarding the assassination. And that is at page 3.2. Do you see that? Do you confirm that?
Sorry, Chair, in the annexure or in the
annexure, page 3.2 of annexure WE1A.
This page, they start with the contents of the affidavit.
The contents of the affidavit, yes, that page.
Yes, Chair.
So I'm saying, are you saying that what is set out on that page accords with what you told the minister, although it was not in an affidavit?
Yes, Chair, because the content of the affidavit, because Sunday World says the contents of the affidavit, which Sunday World has seen, revealed that Makaka was shot with an AK-47 purchased with money from the slush fund of the crime intelligence, a division of the SAPS. A division of the SAPS. Cash from the same slush fund also funded the purchase of the getaway vehicle, a Mercedes-Benz.
Then
it confirms, Chair.
It provides further detail there. I see at what the copy you have must have quite a big space between the first paragraph and the next, and that's because on the actual article itself, it's an electronic advertisement in between the two paragraphs. Do you see where I am, witness E?
Yes, Chair, I can see.
So if you skip that whole wide open place, then there is the third. Skip those two paragraphs. They go into the detail. I'm interested in the third. Please read the third paragraph into the record. The operative said,
the operative said he registered Mdunge as the police informer on May 10, 2017, after recruiting him. He then handed the hitman to his superiors. The one who later resigned. The operative said he has been part of the multi-dimension organized crime, a deep undercover unit since 2013.
Now, looking at the factors set out in that paragraph, do you know who this article is referring to? The said operative. Do you know who is the operative the article is referring to, considering what it is said, the operative said?
I lost, sorry, Chair, I lost you for about a few seconds. Would you please repeat the question, please?
Oh, apologies. The paragraph we just read reads, the operative said he registered this person as a police informer. Earlier, you had, in engagement with the chair, spoke of these issues, and then it gives some other facts and references multi-dimensions of organized crime, a deep undercover unit since 2013. Now I'm asking you, do you know the operative that is being referred to in that paragraph? Did you hear the question?
Chair, I lost you again. I think it's the network here, but can you just, I hear the other things, but the last question, if you can just repeat only the question itself.
Okay, I'll try a shorter one. Who is the operative referred to in that paragraph? Do you know?
That is witness A, Chair.
That is witness E, you said.
Yes, Chair.
Okay. In other words, yourself.
It's myself, Chair.
Then the rest of the article deals with other issues we don't necessarily have to go through, but they are in large part consistent with the contents of Annexure WE1. I would like to refer you now to your statement again from paragraph 21, having read Annexure W1A. You take it from after you saw this specific article.
After seeing the article, I then phoned Mr. Nkabinde and asked him why he leaked my email to the newspaper. And he said he didn't see the newspaper. He said he didn't see the newspaper article. I then said to him that I will never send anything to him as it was directed by the minister that I must send things to Mr. Nkabinde. After the call that I made to Mr. Nkabinde, I received a call from Minister Mchunu with his cell number. It was a WhatsApp call. It was a WhatsApp call. Minister Mchunu said to me that he had been informed by Mr. Nkabinde that I was accusing him of leaking my email to the newspaper. I indeed confirmed with the minister that I know for the fact that the only people I sent the email to, other than General Masemola, were Mr. Nkabinde and him, the minister. And then such, only the minister or Mr. Nkabinde who had acknowledged of my email. Minister Mchunu that indicated that he would speak to Mr. Nkabinde. Still on the call, Minister Mchunu was still insisting that General Khumalo was behind the assassination of Makaka.
Just to confirm, in the article as you read it, is there any reference to General Khumalo and his involvement in that assassination?
No, there was nothing. No, there was nothing.
And in your Annexure WE1, you specifically stated that he was not involved.
He was not involved. He was not even in KZN.
Did you respond to the minister at this juncture when he insisted that General Khumalo was involved? And if so, what was the response?
Firstly, before I answer that question, when he gave me the call that he has been informed by Mr. Nkabinde that I'm accusing him, he said to me he had reprimanded Mr. Nkabinde for leaking the information to the media. And he said he's still going to talk to him, not to do it again. But then when he insisted that, insisting that General Khumalo was behind the assassination, I did explain to him exactly that whoever gave them that information, he gave them the wrong information. General Khumalo was not even in KZN, he was not even part of crime intelligence at the time.
Okay.
Sorry, Advocate Silo,
Yes,
just to get the chronology right. This is now in January 2025. It's after the Sunday World article.
Yes, Chair.
So what we are discussing in paragraph 21, where the minister still insists that General Khumalo was behind the assassination. This is after you had seen the 13 January 2025 article.
That's correct, Chair.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Khumalo. Witness E, that takes us to your paragraph 22 at page 8.
Maybe before that, Ms. Sif-
Commissioner Baloyi has a question.
Yes. Witness E, did the minister, maybe let me ask differently, did you ask the minister why he believed that General Khumalo was involved with the killing?
I did not ask him because even in December, when he started saying General Khumalo and former Minister Cele were involved, I said no, they were not involved. But it was Mr. Nkabinde that came in that same conversation that he was once at the IP and he heard that former Minister Cele and General Khumalo were involved. So I think in my mind, at the time, I had an impression that maybe Mr. Nkabinde got that information from IP, but that information was a false information.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Baloyi. Witness here, I was inviting you then to your paragraph 22 from page 8. Are you there?
Every time before,
Yes, please
every
proceed.
time before and after the court appearance of the the court proceedings of the Makaka's case, the minister will call me and demand an update of the court proceedings. When I looked at the volume of calls that I was receiving from the minister, I felt that the pressure was too much to handle. Therefore, I contacted the investigating officer in the Makaka case, and I informed him that the calls from I informed him about the calls from the minister. I also informed the IO that the minister alleged that someone informed him that General Kumalo was involved in the assassination of Senzo Makaka. Furthermore, I requested the IO to discuss the situation with General Kumalo. The investigating officer also advised me not to block either the minister or Mr. Nkabinde, but to play along with them so that I will know what their aim was and or intentions. I further told the IO that Minister Mchunu has too much interest on Senzo Makaka's case because for every court appearance, Minister Mchunu will phone me and ask me of the next court date and what had transpired at court. But he doesn't attend court hearings. I also informed the IO that I also informed the minister of the date that Mr. Ngengwa is the Mr. Ngengwa who has since been convicted for Makaka's murder and sentenced to 25 years imprisonment, was going to plead to the murder of Senzo Makaka. I had requested the minister to be in court attendance for him to see the good work that the team and I had done. But to my surprise, the minister was never in attendance.
Now,
in addition to this, I can say that...
Yes, please proceed.
In addition to this, I can say that this was because the former minister, he used to attend each and every he used to attend each and every court proceedings if ever the case of Senzo Makaka is going to court, and after that he will even engage with the media and give the updates and all that. But Minister Mchunu, in all court appearances, he has never, I have never seen him attending the case, but he had so much interest. But that is why I advised him that, can you go on the last day at least when the suspect or the accused is pleading guilty, and that is where we got a conviction. But Minister Mchunu was never in attendance.
Okay. We go on then to your paragraph 23.
On Thursday, the 3rd of April, 2025, at about 7:57, I sent an email to Mr. Nkabinde to his email address, the SAPS address, as to follow up on the initial email that I sent to the office of the minister on the 17th of December. This email is attached as annexure WE3.
That annexure WE3 is in your annexure file from page 6. Have you located it? Witness E? Witness E, can you still hear me?
Let us adjourn.
Yes, and I think he's lost connectivity. He's off screen now.
You'll indicate.
We shall, Chair. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Yes. I think Witness E has re-established connectivity, and we're ready. Witness E, please confirm you can hear me still.
Yes, I can hear you, Chair.
Thank you. We're ready to proceed. Thank you, Chair. Witness E, you had dealt with your paragraph 23 where you introduced annexure WE3. Do you recall?
Yes, I confirm, Chair.
Okay, I had referred you then now to your annexure file and located annexure WE3 at page 6, which is where I had asked you to turn your attention to. Are you
Yes, I'm there, Chair.
I see this, I see it's an email from your email address as you have provided in the statement. It's addressed to Mr. Nkabinde CM at the subs.gov.za email, and it's dated the 3rd of April 2025 at 7:57, correct?
That's correct, Chair.
Do you confirm that the first 3 paragraphs deal in large part with matters that you had highlighted in your previous emails?
That's correct, Chair.
Could you then deal with the 4th, 5th, and 6th paragraphs and just quickly read those into the record? As you were, to explain what you were communicating to Mr. Nkabinde?
I've been sitting in one rank for 14 years within the SAPS Crime Intelligence with operative experience of 18 years, but because this was last year, now it's an operative, it's an intelligence operative experience of 19 years, including the SA Army Intelligence. And I've made big contributions and successes, but always overlooked when it comes to promotions.
Please continue, read the next.
I did receive the correspondence from the minister and also the chief of staff, Mr. Nkabinde, and I was promised that my matter will be attended to. Ever since then, I have never received any feedback or any updates with regards to my complaint. I would like to do a follow-up and receive an update on the progress and how far is the process of my previous letter.
So then, this email being of the 3rd of April 2025, you reference in your paragraph 23 that it was a follow-up to your previous email, which is the 17th of December 2024. Are you suggesting that between the 17th of December 2024 until the 3rd of April 2025, you had never heard back from either the minister or Mr. Nkabinde, or both, about your grievance?
In fact, I do believe that they have never done anything about my complaint since then. I've never received any feedback, anything.
Okay, then let's turn back to your statement, because that will take us to the next event that you deal with at paragraph 24.
Before you do that, Ms. Sil,
On Friday the 4th.
Witness E, Commissioner Baloyi wants to
Witness
ask.
E, you in WE3, you in paragraph 3, you say last year on 9 December, after receiving a legal advice when it comes to labor matters, I wrote a formal grievance to the Minister in National Office. And the emphasis is on after receiving legal advice. Is that the advice you refer, and maybe look at your paragraph 13 of the statement and say whether this has anything to do with what you say in WE3? Para 13?
Paragraph 13 of my statement, Commissioner.
Yes. So in paragraph 13, you say, after the call with the minister, I contacted a friend who happens to be a lawyer to seek advice.
Oh, yes.
So what I'm asking, or what I'm seeking to clarify, is whether that paragraph 13 has anything to do with what you say in paragraph 3 of WE3.
That's correct, Chair, because every time I need some advice, I always ask a friend of mine who happens to be a lawyer. He always give me a friendly advice about the issues that pertaining the law, whether it's labor or civil or criminal. He always advise me.
Well, I'm asking to clarify, because I understood that you wrote the letter about your grievances, the email, because the minister asked you, what grievances do you have? Put it down in writing. I understood that to be why you wrote the email you wrote with your grievances. But then you speak here in WE3 as having put down these grievances on the basis of legal advice or after receiving legal advice. I just want you to clarify that.
Even though the minister said I must send my grievances in an email, I did receive an advice from a friend of mine who happens to be a lawyer. That is why he even provided me with an email for General Masemulo, of which I didn't have at the time. So it I can confirm that both the minister and a friend of mine who happens to be a lawyer, so both of them, they contributed to that email.
You spoke to the friend who is a lawyer after speaking to the minister, and because the minister said you should put down your grievances. Is that the sequence?
That is the sequence.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you, Commissioner Baloyi. We are now witness E back to your statement, witness statement at page 9 at paragraph 24.
On Friday, the 4th of April, 2025, at about 9:34, I received an email from setati@saps.gov acknowledging receipt of my email that I have sent to Mr. Ngabinde. This is attached as WE4.
And that annexure WE4 is at page 7 of your annexure file. If you could go there. And I see it starts off with an email seemingly from you of the 17th of December, 2024 at the bottom of page 7. Is that correct?
That's correct, Chair.
And then there's a chain of emails above, right up to the top. Please identify which of those emails you say is from Ms. Setati acknowledging receipt of your email of the 17th of December.
Firstly, I can see that on the 3rd of April, on the 3rd of April, Mr. Ngabinde wrote to Major General Sebola. He said, "Good morning, Major General Sebola. Please find below grievance for your further handling. Provide a report on the 10th of April, 2025 at 1500 hours. With kind regards, Mr. Cedric Ngabinde." And then that message, it was for what I can see that it was also for what it was from it was Brigadier Letoko. He sent it to Lieutenant Colonel Maria Setati. He said, "Colonel, this is more HR related. Perhaps refer to acting DNC, SS, and KZN."
Yes.
And then the last one is from Lieutenant Colonel Maria Setati. He or she forwarded that message. He then responded to me. He said, "Good morning," but he responded on Friday, the 4th of April, 2025 at 9:34. He said, "Good morning. Your email is noted and hereby acknowledged. Respectfully, Lieutenant Colonel Setati."
And on that point, the email reads that your email of the 17th of December is noted on the 4th of April, 2025 and hereby acknowledged. Was there any further correspondence by Mr. Nkabinde or Ms. Maria Setati or whomsoever from the office of the minister regarding the issues you raised in your 17 December 2024 email?
This email, Chair, on its own, it shows that ever since we spoke with the minister and Mr. Nkabinde, they have never attended to my matter. That is why you can see that this email of the 17th of December, Mr. Nkabinde only started to forward this message this message to Major General Sebo on April. And then you can see that it's just 2 lines that he wrote there. So he never attended to this matter. And that was the last communication between myself and Mr. Nkabinde. Even here, we did not speak telephonically. He just forwarded this message. I only received this email from Lieutenant Colonel Setati. It's when I saw that, okay, he or she was just responding to me. Yeah, because she received this message, this email that was coming from Mr. Nkabinde in April. Then I just left everything there. It was never attended.
Okay. This then brings us to your paragraph 25, and you are dealing with the 6th of July 2025. If you could then take it from there.
On the 6th of July 2025, General Mchunu held a press briefing, and thereafter the president placed Mr. Mchunu on a special leave and announced the establishment of the Commission of Inquiry.
Please continue.
26, some days later, I received a WhatsApp call from Minister Mchunu in which he told me that he was drafting something and wanted my full names and surname. And the full names of Mr. Nengwa, the convicted, the man was convicted for the killing of Makaka. He further said to me that I have to go to the commission and testify about the unlicensed firearms and the vehicles that were purchased by the crime intelligence and were used in the assassination of Senzo Makaka. I responded to the Minister Mchunu that I did not have a problem in testifying, but I cannot testify at the commission because the case is still ongoing. After this call, I phoned the IO and I informed him that the minister wants me to testify at the Madlanga Commission. The IO informed me that since the case is ongoing, I cannot testify about it at the commission. Therefore, if the commission wants me to testify, they should liaise with his office first.
Please proceed.
In 27, my assessment of the minister's calls is that dating from the 7th of December, which was our first communication, they have increased progressively and are getting more and more after the 6th of July 2025 press briefing by General Mchunu. 28, on the second week
Witness
of
E.
September, the minister...
Witness E.
Witness E, please wait.
Before you go to
Yes, Chair.
before you go to paragraph 28, at that paragraph 26, where the minister says to you, you should come and testify before the commission, did he say what it is that he wanted you to come and testify to?
At that time, and in that call, he did not specify what is it, but later on, he did say that he wants me to come and testify about the unlicensed firearms and the stolen cars that were bought by crime intelligence that were used in the killing of Makaka and other ANC councillors.
And did you ask or did he explain why that was relevant to the commission to hear?
He has never explained it to me, Chair. Up until today, he has never explained.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Baloy. Witness E, you may proceed then.
On 28, on the second week of September, Minister Mchunu again phoned me, though I cannot recall an exact date, and he informed me that he will contact me later using another number and that I should answer the call. On the same night, at about 10 at night, I received a phone call from the cell phone number that is there. The person on the other end of the line introduced herself as Kamokhelo Mokgotsi from Minister Mchunu's office. At this time, Minister Mchunu had been placed on special leave already. Kamokhelo Mokgotsi informed me that she had been instructed to tell me that I will be going to testify at the Madlanga Commission, and that there had been statements that they have already prepared on my behalf pertaining the purchasing of unlicensed firearms and stolen vehicles that were used in assassination of Mr. Senzo Makaka, the assassination of Senzo Makaka. I responded to Kamokhelo Mokgotsi that I have already informed the minister that I did not have a problem to testify at the commission, but they should first communicate with the IO and the prosecutor.
Witness E at paragraph,
Kamokhelo Mokgotsi,
apologies, witness E at paragraph 28, you say Ms. Mokgotsi informed you that she had been instructed to tell you that there had been statements that were already prepared on your behalf for purposes of testifying at the Madlanga Commission. Do you see where I'm reading?
yes, Chair, I'm there.
My question
I confirm
is,
that.
were those statements or any versions of them ever shared with you? These statements prepared on your behalf?
No, Chair, nothing was ever shared with me.
Were you informed as to the content of such statements? What exactly
I was
was
never
in
Chair.
that? Sorry, say
I
that.
was never Chair informed.
Okay.
I was never informed, Chair.
Thank you. You can then take it from paragraph 29.
Kamokhelo then handed the phone to the minister, who told me that from now going forward, if I have any updates, I should give it to Kamokhelo. I should give it to Kamokhelo. Still on the same call, Minister Mchunu PKTT. I told him that I barely knew General Khumalo because I have never worked with him, and that I only learned of him when he headed the PKTT. Beyond that, I knew him as one. I knew him as one who arranged for me to be enrolled in the witness protection program.
Sorry, Advocate Silo, maybe witness should read that paragraph again.
Witness E, there was a bit of distortion when you were reading that paragraph. It didn't come through as clearly. Commissioner Khumalo suggests that perhaps you reread paragraph 29. You might just come through clearer.
Kamokhelo then handed the phone to Minister Mchunu, who told me that from now going forward, if I have any update, I should give it to Kamokhelo. Still on the same call, Minister Mchunu asked me if I had anything on General Khumalo and the PKTT. I told him that I barely knew General Khumalo because I had never worked with him, and that I only learned of him when he headed the PKTT, or when he was the head of PKTT. Beyond that, I knew him as the one who arranged for me to be enrolled into the witness protection program.
Thank you. That was much clearer. You may proceed.
The minister stated, the minister started pressurizing me regarding the PKTT. He asked me if I knew of any victims of the PKTT, or if I have any documents or reports that are damaging to the PKTT, and that if I have, I should send them to Kamokhelo Mokgotsi. I informed him that I do not know of any victim of the PKTT because I have never worked with them. He then said I should look for the victims or evidence of people who were victimized by the PKTT, and should I find any, I should forward that information to Kamokhelo Mokgotsi. Still in September 2025, Still in September 2025, I received further WhatsApp call from Kamogelo Mokgotsi on cell number that's mentioned there. Minister Mchunu asked as to what the rank and the names of the Dlamini who was arrested by the PKTT. So this, if I can state it in that call, the call came from Kamogelo Mokgotsi's number, but the person who spoke on the other side, it was the minister. I informed the minister that I did not know who Dlamini was, but I will get this. I will get his name and the rank. Thereafter, I received a WhatsApp message from the same number of Kamogelo saying, "And the number, please." And my response was that I will ask Mr. Nengwa, to forward me his phone number. I then did some research and I found him as Bonginkosi Dlamini, a former police officer who's then convicted and he is currently in custody awaiting for sentencing for crimes unrelated to the Madlanga matter. Unrelated to the Madlanga matter. I then requested for Dlamini's phone numbers from Mr. Nengo, who gave me the phone numbers via WhatsApp, and I forwarded the numbers to Kamogelo Mokgotsi via WhatsApp.
Just pause there for a moment.
In 32,
just
Minister
pause there
Mchunu asked
Witness
me
E,
how
witness
can he
E,
meet with the suspect.
witness E, witness E, please pause for a moment. Commissioner Baloy, the Commissioner.
Chair,
Witness E, you testified earlier that you were told that Kamogelo Mokgotsi is in the minister's office. Do you know what a role is in the minister's office?
Chair, I know Kamogelo Mokgotsi from the media, but all I know is that she's a spokesperson in the police ministry.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Kumalo. Thank you. Witness E, you were then at paragraph 32.
Minister asked me, and he meet with the suspect on Cindy Somakaka's case, which was Mr. Sibusi Sonengwa, the already convicted one. I then informed him that he can contact Mr. Nengwa through the IO or the prosecutor. I offered to give the minister the phone numbers of the IO and see Mr. Nengwa. But I advised him that even if he went to the prison to see Mr. Nengwa, the prison officials will notify the IO to be present during the interview, to be present during his interview with him, because he is now a state witness. The state witness is Mr. Nengwa. The minister then asked if he arranged the meeting through the office of the National Commissioner of Correctional Services, Mr. Tobachali. Will it work? I informed the minister that it will still be the same because the prison will inform the IO.
Yes.
33. After all this, I then contacted the IO in the Madlanga case and informed him that this was becoming too much for me because therefore I wanted him to talk to General Kumalo as the current divisional commissioner for crime intelligence. The IO then asked me if I could make a statement of what transpired between me and the minister. And I informed him that I was willing to depose of a statement.
Before
Witness-
you, yes, Commissioner.
You can go ahead and ask your question.
No, I was going to ask at 33, before you move to 34, did you in fact depose to such a statement?
I did depose the statement and I gave it to the IO.
Thank you. Commissioner Baloy has a question for you.
Thank you, Mr. Witness E, when the minister asks to be in touch with Mr. Ngengwa, does he know, or rather, let me ask, is it your understanding that he knows and understands that at that time, Mr. Ngengwa is a potential witness, is accused in the Magaqa matter?
He knew everything because every time there's any update with regards to the case of Senzo Magaqa, I used to update him before and after. Even after the conviction of Mr. Ngengwa, he knew everything about him. Even after Mr. Ngengwa, because during the time when Mr. Ngengwa was convicted, he made a Section 220 statement where he mentioned that he's willing to be a state witness in the ongoing matter of Magaqa. So Mr. Mchunu knew everything, that Mr. Ngengwa is now a state witness.
And a related question, when the minister speaks to you, is engaging with you and asking for updates from you, does he know that you're a state witness, you're going to be a state witness, or you're a potential state witness? Did he know that?
He knows everything about me. He knows that I'm a witness.
Yes.
He knows that, and he knows that I'm in a witness protection program.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Baloyi. Witness E, I think that now takes us to your paragraph 34 at page 13. Your statement. Witness E, can you still hear me?
Yes, I'm back, Chair.
Okay, it's your page 13 and I'm referring you to paragraph 34. I think that's where you're supposed to pick it up from.
Thank you. I want to emphasize that since the beginning of the Madlanga Commission on the 17th of September 2025, Minister Mchunu consistently phones me and the numbers of calls are skyrocketing. He is trying to coerce me to testify at the Madlanga Commission in a manner favorable to him. In the phone call, I ended up conceding that I will testify at the Madlanga Commission.
Please proceed.
On Thursday,
No,
23 October.
Witness E, my apologies.
Before you proceed, Witness E, you say he's trying to coerce me to testify in a manner favorable to him. What does he want you to come and, has he told you what he wants you to come and testify to? And why do you say that is favorable to him? Witness E, you're on mute. Unmute yourself. Witness E, can you hear me? Unmute yourself if you can hear me.
Witness E, if you can hear us, can you please unmute yourself? You appear as muted on the screen. It might be the link is lost again. It gets quickly reestablished. May I request a 2-minute addendum? Thank you.
We'll come back when you indicate.
He disconnected and reconnected and you could hear me. Can I just test? Witness E, can you hear me still?
Yes, I'm back, Chair.
Thank you. Commissioner Baloyi had a question for you. Thank you.
Witness E, my question was that you say in paragraph 34 that the minister in these calls since the commission started, he consistently phones you and his telephone calls to you are skyrocketing. And then this is the part. He's trying to coerce me to testify the Madlanga Commission in a manner favorable to him. And my question was, what has he said he wants you to come and testify to, and why do you say that is favorable to him?
First of all, if I can remind the commission, there was that time when the same Mr. Ngengwa was convicted to 25 years for killing of Senzo Makata. What happened is that the SAPS National Office issued a statement that was giving credits to the PKTT, saying the PKTT, they have worked hard, congratulations and all that. The minister phoned me after that, immediately after receiving the statement. He even forwarded that police statement to me. He said, read that statement. Then I read the statement. He then called me back. He said, have you read the statement? I said, yes, I've read the statement. He said, you see, they are saying it's PKTT that achieved this conviction, but they are not mentioning you. He knew that I was part of the people who achieved that, or who was participating in that conviction. But he wanted to say, I must come to the commission and tell the commission that it's not the PKTT that achieved that conviction, but it was myself who achieved that conviction. That is why I say it is. This is why I say in that paragraph that he was trying to recruit me to testify in a manner that is favorable to him. And when I talk about the calls that are skyrocketing, it's because every time when there's a commission and then there's a witness that is testifying, sometimes he will call me maybe during tea time and say, hey, Wendot, we are Bugada. And then if I say, yes, I'm watching, he said, okay, Bugada. So he used to do that almost every day when there's a witness that is testifying with the matters that relates to case, and he used to call me and make those comments. So that is why I talk about skyrocketing.
Thank you, Witness E.
Thank you.
And I suppose, Witness E, you can tie that up. You don't have to read it with paragraph 30 of your statement.
Yes, the minister started pressurizing me regarding the PKTT. He asked me if I knew of any victims of the PKTT, or if I have any documents or reports that are damaging to the PKTT, and if I have them, I should send them to Kamokelo Mokotsi. And I informed him that I do not know of any victims of the PKTT because I have never worked with them. He then said that I should look for the victims or evidence of people who were victimized by the PKTT, and should I find any, I should forward that information to Kamokelo Mokotsi. You can see even there in paragraph 31, whereby he was asking me to look for this convicted criminal called Dlamini, who was arrested by the PKTT with the other matters that are unrelated to the murder of Makaka. For the fact that he was asking me to become that investigator now, to investigate and find the people and find that Dlamini, find Mr. Ngengwa's number, find advice from me, how can he get to prison and talk to this Mr. Ngengwa and all that. So that is why I mentioned the pressure.
Thank you, Commissioner Khumalo. Witness E, that would then, on my reading, take us to your paragraph 35 at page 13. Can you pick it up?
May you come again, Chair?
Page 13, paragraph 35. That's where we take it from.
Paragraph 35. On Thursday, 23 October, at approximately 11:49, I received a WhatsApp call from a cell phone number that is mentioned there. When I answered the call, the person on the other end of the line introduced himself as Minister Senzo Mchunu. I can indeed state that From the voice, I can indeed state that from the voice, I immediately recognized that the voice is that of a Minister Mchunu. On this call, he asked me if the Madlanga Commission hadn't called me yet. My response to him was that I hadn't received any call from them. Minister Mchunu then told me that I will be called by the Madlanga Commission. He further stated that while giving evidence at the ad hoc committee in Parliament, he deliberately did not mention anything about me because in Parliament, they are just playing politics. And that at the Madlanga Commission, they deal with the law. Therefore, he will ensure that I am called to Madlanga Commission.
Please proceed.
After the call, I then checked the cell phone number that the minister used to call me. On that number, when I checked it, it was appearing in the Truecaller app that the number was registered under the name Linda Shongwa. I do not know who Linda Shongwa is.
Please proceed.
On Wednesday, 10 December 2025, at approximately 12:50, I received a WhatsApp call from the cell phone number of the minister. On my cell phone number, the call was from the Minister Mchunu, who started demanding the statements that I deposed to the PKTT in respect of the Senzo Makaka's case, including the statements that I deposed to the Madlanga Commission. He further indicated that he wanted me to depose to a new statement pertaining to the buying of stolen cars and unlicensed firearms by crime intelligence, which were used in the killing of Senzo Makaka and other ANC councillors. The minister further asked me if the Madlanga Commission had contacted me yet, and I told him that I was contacted by the commission and I was interviewed by the commission investigators. He asked me if I knew their names, and I told him that I do not know their names. He then demanded a copy of a statement I made to the Madlanga Commission. And I informed him that I did not have the statement and that I was only interviewed by the commission investigators. Therefore, I did not know whether or not they have drafted the statement. I further told the minister that the Madlanga Commission investigators have informed me that I will be called to the Madlanga Commission next year, which is 2026. Minister Mchunu indicated that he wanted his lawyers to interview and obtain a statement from me. Therefore, he asked for my location. I then informed him that the minister that it is not allowed for me to disclose any of my location since I'm in the witness protection program. The minister then suggested that I draft the statement, sign and send it to him. And my response was that I could make a plan, but the problem was that I do not have gadgets in my possession to write it. Still on the same call, the minister informed me that when he was at Madlanga Commission, he handed an envelope containing 8 names to the commission, and that my name was on that list. Furthermore, that the commission had rejected that envelope, and that of the 8 individuals on that list, 7 of them had already submitted statements to his lawyers, and that it is only my statement that is outstanding. He emphasized that the lawyers had given him a submission due date or a deadline of 12 December 2025. The minister further indicated that amongst the 7 individuals that submitted statements, some of them were close to the PKTT. On the same date.
Yes, continue.
On the same date, on Wednesday, 10th December 2025, at about 15:57, I saw on my phone that I had two missed calls from cell phone number of the minister, and 1 missed call of a number that I didn't know at the time. At about 15:58, I received a WhatsApp call from Minister Mchunu's cell phone number, And the person on the other end indicated that he was Minister Mchunu, and he was going to call me with another number, and I should answer the call when it came through. At 15:58 on the same day, I received a WhatsApp call from the very same number that I didn't know whose number it was at the time. This number reflected on my WhatsApp as saved as Lindo Mtembu. And even on my Truecaller, it was registered as Lindo Mtembu. When I answered the call, I realized that the person on the other end of the line was Minister Senzo Mchunu, who asked me if I had started drafting the statement, and that if I had finished drafting the statement, I should send it to his lawyer, who I understood to be called Barnes. He said, I must send it to Barnes. I'm not sure about the correct spelling. I must send it to Barnes via WhatsApp to Barnes' cell phone number. Then he provided the cell phone number as it stated there, or the cell phone number of Mr. Linda Mtembu. I then checked the cell phone number, that one of Mr. Barnes, and then in my Truecaller app, it showed that it was registered under Sandile July. If I can just add something in that paragraph, paragraph 40, is that I did ask the minister on this day, because there was a media statement that the minister doesn't have his phones were taken. So I thought he doesn't have a phone all along, because he was very quiet. But on that day, on Wednesday, when he started calling me and then started changing numbers, I asked him, why is he changing why is he calling me with different numbers? He said, no, he doesn't want to talk in his phone because he believes that his phones are being monitored. That is why he keeps on asking other people to give him a phone so that he can call me.
Okay.
On paragraph 41, on this call, the minister directed me that the statement should state as follows, and I'm paraphrasing. He said paragraph 1 should read as follows. During 2017, crime intelligence bought unlicensed firearms and stolen cars through the Secret Service account, and these guns and cars were handed over to the hitman Jabulani Mdunge, also an informer, and Sibusi Sonengwa, who were eventually hired to kill the ANC Youth League member, Mr. Senzo Makaka. He said paragraph 2 should read as follows. In 2018, after the establishment of the PKTT, which is led by General Khumalo, the PKTT engaged with me, and a statement was obtained, and all details were given about the involvement of crime intelligence into the killing of Senzo Makaka. Paragraph 3 should read as follows. From 2018, after the establishment of the PKTT, General Khumalo was heading the PKTT. As from 2022, General Khumalo was appointed the head of crime intelligence. To date, General Khumalo has never done anything about the information that I have given pertaining the involvement of crime intelligence members, even though he is the head of crime intelligence. Paragraph 4 should read as follows. Sometimes this year, 2025, Minister Mchunu and I spoke about my promotion issue, and that the minister promised that he will escalate the matter with the SAPS. In that paragraph, 2025 was not true, because the engagement with my grievances, they start from the 7th, and they start from the 7th up to the 9th, in 2024 December. So the conversation did not start in 2025, but he said, I must put it this way. Paragraph 5 should read as follows. In August 2025, the investigating officer in the case of Senzo Makaka informed me that the case is sub judice, and therefore I cannot make a statement or testify anywhere else without him being informed. Paragraph 6 should read as follows. In November 2025, the Madlanga Commission investigators consulted with me, but the commission is not calling me to testify.
Witness E, before you proceed, did you prepare a statement in the terms that you refer to at paragraph 41?
No, Chair, I did not prepare any statement, and I had no any intention to prepare any statement. But I did not tell the minister that I'm not going to prepare the statement. I just said, okay, I'll prepare a statement, but I knew I was not going to prepare any statement, and I've never prepared any statement.
Okay, thank you.
Just a moment. Witness E, if you had prepared a statement along the lines of paragraph 41, in other words, 41.1 to 41.6, would you not be lying to the commission if you presented a statement that reads along the lines of those paragraphs?
Can you repeat the question again, Commissioner Kumar?
If you had prepared a statement for this commission that reads along the lines of paragraph 41.1 to 41.6, and you presented it to this commission, or it was used by somebody else before this commission, would that not be a lie? Would that statement not be lying to this commission? For example, you gave an example about paragraph 5. You said it was not in August 2025, it was in 2024.
Yes, Chair. That was paragraph 4, where he said sometime this year, whereby he told me, whereby this call was last year, December. He said somewhere this year, which is not true. It was not somewhere this year, which is 2024, which is 2025, but it was somewhere in December 2024. Where we had that conversation. So if I drafted a statement like this and I signed it under oath, the statement was going to be a false statement. So if I drafted it in this session,
he was encouraging you to lie to this commission.
I believe so. Yeah.
If I may follow up on those questions, Witness E. Was it your belief that the minister, if he indeed so suggested, knew that what he wanted you to testify to, in the terms as set out in paragraph 41, constituted falsity? Are you convinced that he was aware that those statements would be false?
He was aware, Chair. He was aware, Chair, because the emails, they speak for themselves in the annex charts. That on the 9th, I did send emails to Nkabinde. I did, and the minister and Nkabinde did receive those emails, and the conversation started in December, not in 2025. So it was going to be a false statement.
Okay, thank you.
Can I just check this, Witness E? Paragraph 41.2, is that accurate, what you were supposed to write? Does that reflect what happened?
In 2018, after the establishment of the PKTT, which is led by General Khumalo, the PKTT engaged with me and a statement was obtained and all details were given about the involvement of crime intelligence into the political killing, into the killing of Senzo Magaga.
Yes.
It won't be correct, Chair. It won't be.
Yes, carry on.
It was not going to be correct because no one can produce a single statement that I made to the PKTT in 2018. The statement was made in January 2019, but the engagement started in 2018. But still, even that engagement was not a direct engagement. I engaged with I engaged with General Chiga, who was the head of crime intelligence in KZN. He's the one who engaged General Khumalo, who was a brigadier at the time. So I did not have a one-on-one conversation with the PKTT in 2018, but my engagement with the PKTT was via General Chiga. Then in January 2019, it's where a statement was obtained. that statement is the one that will be used in court in the case of Senzo Makata. So even that first paragraph, we were going to have issues with it.
Yes, and you told the minister that it was only in 2019.
The minister knows everything. I told him everything, but this is how he wanted me to draft a statement that is needed. In fact, he wanted to send his lawyers to me so that I can engage with his lawyers. Then they can take statements, because now I know that he did provide, even with this Mr. Ngangwa, he did provide him with the lawyers to take statement from him. Now I know that it was confirmed by Mr. Ngangwa himself that the minister provided him with the lawyers. So he wanted to provide me with the lawyer so that I can draft this version of his, of which this version, if I had to sign this version, I was going to be signing a false statement under oath.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Baloy. Just to locate us in the statement, witness E, we are at page 17, paragraph 42.
Still on the same day, on Wednesday, the 10th of December, 2025, at about 22:10 at night, so, but it was 21:39. Minister Mchunu called me again through a WhatsApp call with his cell phone number now. And he asked me if I have finished with the statement. Furthermore, the Minister Mchunu indicated that the due date or the deadline for the statement is now Thursday, 11 December 2025, which is the following day now. And he said it's no longer Friday, the 12th. He even gave me the time that it must be submitted before 12. On this call, the minister indicated that should I finish writing the statement, I will be very free for the rest of my life. But he said it in Zulu. He said, one daughter, more wanginika le statement uzoba happy impilo yakho yonke, uzojabulika kakhulu impilo yakho yonke. That's how we said it. My response to the minister was that I have not yet finished this with the statement. He then indicated that I should then draft the statement the following day, and that when I'm finished with the statement, I should discuss the statement with him so that he will tell me what to add or to remove before I can print, sign, and send. He further informed me that Lindom Tembo, with the cell phone number that he was using before, resides with him. They live together in one house. Therefore, I can call at any time, even at 12 midnight, if I want some comments in that statement. I can reach him through Lindom Tembo. Further to that, the minister indicated that the statement should be finalized before 12 midday on Thursday, 11 December 2025.
Witness E, if you did understand him at all, what did you understand the minister to refer to or to mean when he said, if you finish writing the statement, you would be free for the rest of your life? What did you understand that to mean? What was he undertaking to you, if at all, if anything?
Chair, at the time, I didn't understand what he was meaning, but now, based on the information that I have and that I know, I think I have an idea what he was trying to mean, but may I reserve my answer to that question, but I did not understand at the time, because he said you will be free and you will be happy for the rest of your life if you can just give me this statement. So that was it. So at the time I didn't understand, but whatever I know now is not important. Or maybe can I just reserve it to myself?
Earlier on, you mentioned that he had offered the services of his lawyers to you.
Yes.
Did that happen? Did you accept, and did anything come of it, of that offer?
I refused to take an offer because I'm in the program. I refused to take an offer. But if I was not in the program, I was going to accept the offer. And I was going to start engaging the process of entrapments. because I'm very good in entrapments. I was going to ask the lawyers to come, and then when they come, I will hear what they are up to, and then if there's any criminality, they were not going to leave that office.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Thank you, Commissioner Baloyi. I think we are now at your paragraph 43 at page 18, witness E. Are you there?
On Thursday, the 11th of December, now it's the following day, at about 8 a.m., 10 past 8 a.m., I received a WhatsApp call from cell phone number of Lindom Tembu, who resides with the minister. In that call, Minister Mchunu asked if I was finished writing the statement. And when I said I was still busy writing the statement, he then said that he wanted to supply the statement to his lawyers before 12 midday. At about 13:15, I missed 3 WhatsApp calls from the cell phone number of Lindom Tembu. I attached the screen grab of the call log. It is attached as WE5. I wish to state that I deliberately missed those calls because I had not drafted any statement for the minister, and I had no intention to draft any statement because I had no intention to draft any statement. But now I didn't know what to say to the minister at the time when he was calling me, because now there was no statement, the statement that I drafted, and he was busy calling, asking for a statement. So because it was after the deadline, I did not know what to tell the minister.
Yes, your annexure WE5 is in the annexure bundle at page 10. If you could turn to that annexure. And you say that's the call log.
Yes, Chair, that's true. That's a call log.
And if I read it correctly, the earliest call is at the bottom of the sheet and the latest call is at the top of the sheet. Am I reading it correctly?
That's correct. That's correct, Chair.
And I see that whereas when we set out a date here in South Africa, we start with the day and the month and the year. This appears to be different because the first figure in all those calls is 12, then it goes /10/25. And what changes is the middle number. So am I reading it correctly that 12 here refers to the month and not the date?
Yes, because WhatsApp is not it is not programmed or it's not a South African app. So they start with a year. They start with a month. They start with a month, followed by a day, followed by a year. So here it's December. It's the December month, the 10th, 2025. So it starts from there going up.
So the American system. Now,
yes, Chair.
I see the first, then if we accept that the first call is the one at the bottom, right? 12/10/25 and 15:57, and works all the way to 12/11/2025 at 13:15, right? So this is over
yes,
a
Chair.
period of 2 days. Am I correct?
Yes, Chair.
So that
That's correct, Chair.
That first call at the bottom, is that the call you reference at paragraph 40 of your statement at page 15? Am I reading it correct?
That's correct, Chair. That's correct, Chair.
And then from paragraph 40, all the other calls that you said you received from the various numbers will then be reflected in the rest of the document reading upwards.
That's correct, Chair.
With the last being the call you reference at paragraph 43. From that number you said is registered to Linda Mtembu, I think you said. Lindo Mtembu. In paragraph 43,
Yes, sir.
you said at 13:15, you had those 3 missed WhatsApp calls from that number. And I see the top entry on your annexure WE5 is that number. You cited paragraph 3 and it's in red, reflecting that it's 3 missed calls. Am I reading the annexure correctly?
Yes, correct, Chair.
Thank you, witness E. You may then proceed to your paragraph 44.
The minister called me with a direct, because I was not answering now that WhatsApp call because I didn't know what to say to the minister. But then he started calling me with a direct call. The minister called me with a direct call, and I claimed that I have drafted the statement along the lines discussed. Because that was a direct call, my phone utilizes Truecaller app. And the Truecaller app is set on my phone as a default. So therefore, the call was automatically recorded. The recording of the conversation is attached as annexure WE6.
Thank you, witness E. Before you
if I can-
proceed, that your WE6 is a voice recording. It's referred to in the statement, but it's not transcribed. Commissioners, what we have provided by witness E is the actual recording. So we propose that perhaps we play the recording and then witness E speaks to it, and then subsequently we'll attend to transcription of that recording. Thank you, Chair. Witness E, we are going to play a recording you provided, and we have marked annexure WE6. Please listen to it, and then you'll take some questions. Thank you.
Kuza ngiyabhala ngisesethi angike lokhu endlini ngibhale izinto eziwu 1 2 3 4 ngibhale izinto eziwu 5 mengizokuthatha ekuqaleni ngibhale from igama isibongo address lezinto eziphezulu paragraph 1 ngabhala
Hello.
yes
Mala. Ubhalile uqedile manje noma kwaqeda?
angakaqedi angithi bengifuna usilungisa sengibhalile kodwa ngicabanga ukuthi ngiqedile kodwa manje kufanele ngisithathe ngoba manje bengifuna ukuthi kodwa aqale uzwe ukuthi ngibhale kanjani.
Hayi WhatsApp la kule ndoda lo suqedile singalo sikhuluma.
Oh okay.
Okay.
Witness E, are you able to identify for the record whose voices we hear on annexure WE6?
Chair, that was Minister Senzo Mchunu.
And talking to
And he was talking to me because he wanted that statement so badly. So since he wasn't getting hold of me on WhatsApp, he decided to use a normal call. And if I can explain to the commissioners, I did not deliberately record the minister. I was not in a process of entrapments. WhatsApp. The Minister Mchunu stated told me in December 2024 that he doesn't want us to talk on a normal call because his phones might be monitored. He wants us to use a WhatsApp call because a WhatsApp call cannot be recorded. There's no option to record. So because he was desperate for this statement, he was then forced to call me on a normal call. But you could hear from how he speaks that he was not comfortable in talking more in a normal call. The reason why I'm explaining this is that I did not record all the other conversations that we had with the minister because we use WhatsApp calls. And if ever, according to my old Smolanyana knowledge, if ever I have to record someone and I use another device, I will be embarking in entrapments. And if I have to embark on entrapments, I have to follow certain laws. And then if I am an initiator of the call, I have to inform the other person that the call might be recorded because I am an initiator of the call. But if I'm a receiver of the call, I don't have to inform the other person what systems I have in my possession. So when the minister, this call was not initiated by myself, it was initiated by the minister. Unfortunately, the Truecaller app is set on default on my phone. So therefore, it automatically recorded the minister.
Okay.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you for that explanation, Witness E. Now, could you perhaps do us a favor? The conversation sounds like it's in Zulu, it's in the vernacular. We've conducted these hearings, at least your testimony in English. Are you able to briefly summarize what you said in English and what the minister said for the record? Thank you.
Chair, with my
Just-
poor English.
perhaps,
Witness E, just wait a second.
Yes, perhaps before that, who is the first person speaking on the recording or in the recording? Is it? Just perhaps please replay.
I will replay it, Chair.
Yes.
Witness E, please, we are going to replay the clip. Please listen to it and then take some questions from the commissioners. Thank you. We'll try and slow it down a bit as well.
No, ngiyalokhuza la ngiyabhala. Ngisestressing la angike lokhuze nendlela.
Please pause. Who is that witness E?
That is Witness E, Chair. That's myself.
And what are you saying there? Perhaps continue to.
I
the
am saying-
end. No. Continue to the end of what witness E is saying,
For the
and
next
then
person.
witness E should please tell us what he's saying.
We shall do so. We're going to try and we will run the part that Witness CE says he's the speaker.
No, ngiyalokhuza la ngiyabhala. Ngisestressing la angike lokhuze nendlela. Ngibhale izinto eziwu 1, 2, 3, 4.
Perhaps before the mention of Ngibale before that, please translate what you said up to this point, witness E.
After I saw the minister calling me on a normal call, I just took the call. I did not say hello because we've been engaging the whole day discussing the statement. So I just took the call and I pretended to be writing a statement. In fact, I was lying to the minister saying, I'm
No.
writing a statement.
Just
So-
tell us, sorry, witness E, please tell us what you are saying. Don't give us any background. Just tell us what you are saying.
I said I was trying to write. I was trying to write a statement.
That's very short.
I was just suggesting we are going to replay that part and try and stop before he gets to the second part. Okay.
Thank you.
We'll replay the first part. Please listen carefully, Witness E, and translate for us. Thank you.
No, bengithi ngiyalokhuza la ngiyabhala. Ngiseflethini la angikho lokhuzeni endlini.
Okay, please translate that portion.
I was trying. I was trying to write a statement, but I'm not in the house. I'm at the flat.
Okay, we go to the next part.
Ngibhale izinto eziwu 1, 2, 3, 4. Ngibhale izinto eziwu 5.
Okay, can you translate that bit for us?
I wrote 5. I wrote 5 things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Thank you.
Thatha ekuqaleni ngibhale from igama isibongo address lezinto eziphezulu. Paragraph 1 ngabhala
Okay, before the other voice comes in, can you translate the last bit?
I started writing my name, surname, and I started writing the preamble of the statement.
Okay. Then I think now we get to the part where the other voice comes in.
Malava. Hello? Hello?
Yes.
Mala. Upalelu qedile manje noma kwaqeda.
Angakaqedi angithi bengifuna
Now, can you translate what is said by the other voice?
The other person is the minister.
Witness Iwe.
Please identify the other voice and then translate.
Thank you, Chair.
The other person who's responding is Minister Mchunu. He says, "Mana." It means wait. Have you finished writing? He says, "Mana." Usupalelu qedile. Wait. Wait. Have you finished writing? He says, "Mana." Usupalelu qedile. Wait. Have you finished writing?
Okay, we're going to play the next portion.
angithi bengifuna ukusilungisa sengibhalile kodwa ngicabanga ukuthi ngiqedile kodwa manje kufanele ngitype ngoba manje bengifuna ukuthi kodwa aqale uzwe ukuthi ngibhale kanjani.
Witness, can you identify firstly who's talking and then you translate for us? Thank you.
The second person who responded is myself. I said, I think I finished writing or drafting the statement, but I think I'm not yet done. I just wanted to confirm it with you so that you can see, so that you know what has been written or what I've written in the statement.
Okay, thank you. We proceed.
Ukuthi ngibhale kanjani.
WhatsApp la kule ndoda lo suqedile salo sikhuluma.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, then can you translate the last bit?
The last person is Minister. The second last person, the second last person was Mr. The Minister Mchunu. He said, "No, I must send it via WhatsApp, Kulendot, to this man. This man is Lindo Mthembu, the one who stays with him in the house, and he was using his number." He said, "Just WhatsApp it, just write it, just draft a statement and finish and send it on WhatsApp to this man, Lindo Mthembu. We must not keep on talking." And then I said, okay. Then that was the end of the call.
Thank you.
Does this recording contain the content of the entire call, Witness E?
It contains the entire call. In fact, it didn't want to even participate in the call, but it contains the entire call.
I'm asking because the way it starts is rather strange if that's the entire call. If I'm not mistaken, but we can replay it if you say I'm mistaken. It starts with you speaking and you say, no, angithi ngiyabhala. That to me sounds a rather strange way of a call, or rather, it's a very strange start of a call that has not been initiated by you. No, angithi ngiyabhala, which you translated as you are writing. And of course, you start with a no. No, angithi ngiyabhala.
I don't know.
No to what? No responding to what?
I don't know, Chair, but when we speak
Just a minute. Can you just play that very first part, if indeed it does say no angithi ngiyabhala?
Indeed, Chair.
No, bengithi ngiyalokhuza la ngiyabhala. Ngisefetshini la ngithi angikho lokhuzeni endlini.
It sounds to me, yeah, you say exactly that. The only thing I did not include is the bit that says ngiyalokhuza. No angithi ngiyabhala ngiyalokhuza. It sounds as if you are responding to something. No angithi ngiyalokhuza ngiyabhala. What were you responding?
Chair,
Just sorry, witness E. What were you responding to, witness E?
I think, Chair, I was answering the call. I think I said sure. I think I said sure, not no.
Sure, or sure instead of no.
Yeah, I think I said sure because the call was coming from Lindom.
We'll try again,
It was not
Chair.
coming from a minister. If it was coming from a minister, I was not going to say sure. I was going to answer it in a decent manner. But since it was coming from this Lindom Temple, I said sure. Bengithi ngiyabhala la. Bengithi ngiyalokhuza. The reason why I was saying bengithi ngiyalokhuza is because I was lying. There's nothing I was drafting. So I said sure. I don't think I said no. I think I said sure. But that is the recording I found in my Truecaller. So there's nothing more I can say about it.
Maybe it's a miss here on my part then, but
Try again.
let's just play it one last time.
Yes, Chair.
No, bengithi ngiyalokhuza la ngiyabhala. Ngisefetshini la ngithi angikho lokhuzeni endlini.
I'll leave it, but to my ear, it still sounds like no, witness E. And as I said, if indeed it is a no, it sounds to me as if you were responding to something. You couldn't just say, you're picking up a call and you just say, no, angithi ngiyabhala ngiyalokhuza. It sounds as if you are responding to something. If indeed in the end, we say, or rather, we take the view that it's a no, would you accept that you would have been responding to something? And that ordinarily, that's not how you would have spoken upon picking up the call.
Chair, I cannot confirm that. That recording is what I found. I'm not as I said, I'm not the one who recorded the recording. The phone, the app itself is the one that recorded the phone. So I've got no answer on that question.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, witness. Yeah, I think you had confirmed that that is the totality of the conversation as we heard. Is that correct?
That's correct, Chair.
Okay. That would then take us to your paragraph 45, still on page 18.
On the same day, I received a WhatsApp call from cell phone number of Lindom Tembu, but it was the WhatsApp call now, this one. This time, it was Lindom Tembu who spoke to me. It was no longer the minister. It was Lindom Tembu who said to me that the minister had indicated that I should not send a statement anymore because I have missed the deadline of 12 o'clock. After this call, I then contacted the IO and I informed him of the phone calls, and he advised me to depose a statement in that regard. This I actually did. I wish to state that I have never deposed any statement on behalf of Minister Mchunu, and I have never given him any statements that I've made to the PKTT, either in respect of the matter of Senzo or any other, or any statement I depose in respect of the Madlanga Commission.
Thank you, Witness C. That brings us to the end of your statement, your written statement, as you have tendered to the Commission. Is there anything else you would like to bring to the Commissioner's attention before I declare your testimony complete?
No, there's nothing, Chair.
Okay, Commissioner Baloyi has got some questions for you then.
Witness E, your first encounter in your statement, the first encounter is with the minister is the 7th of December, 2024. And you say that in paragraph 5 of your statement. Now, and then we know, and you mentioned this in paragraph 25, that General Mkhwanazi held that press briefing on the 6th of July, and then subsequently the minister was placed on leave. Now, between the December 2024 engagement with the minister up to the date of his suspension, you, as I understand you, you had given him the names of your superiors, the officers that you say you had informed about the plot to assassinate Mr. Magagwa. Am I correct?
That's correct, Chair.
Yes. And and these officers, are they, I know in your statement somewhere you say the one superior resigned when an investigation was instituted. Am I correct in that recollection of your evidence? Yes. The other officers, do you know if they're still within the employ of the SEPs?
All I know, Chair, is that two have resigned, but it's not that they have resigned. They took early pension.
Yes.
They were qualifying for early pension, 2 colonels. It's a lieutenant colonel and a colonel. All I don't know, I think the brigadier is still working at crime intelligence. The captain is still in crime intelligence. I don't know the rest. But yes, I think two have taken early pension, but 2 are still serving.
And the 2 that took early pension and the 2 that are still serving, do you know if any steps were taken against them, be it an investigation, a complaint to the which is investigated by IPID? Do you know if there's any action that was taken?
In 2021, I reported the matter to the Office of Inspector General in May 2021.
Yes.
And at the same time, I also reported the matter of Magagwa to the JCI of the previous administration. I know that investigations were done and the reports were made, but I don't know. Okay, I know that the reports were made. The investigation was concluded. But when it comes to the steps taken, whether departmentally or criminally, I don't know, Chair. I cannot confirm that, but I think the senior management will confirm about those steps if there are any steps taken. But in my knowledge, I don't know any.
Yes, and coming really to my question, do you know if the minister did anything about this information that you gave him? That he took any steps to get them investigated, to report to the Inspector General or to the JCI? Do you know if he took any steps at all after you gave him
What I
all
know-
this information?
When I gave them that information, it's like the minister already had information when I gave him that information after the call of the 7th. But what I know now, but at that time I didn't know, but what I know now is that in September 2024, the special advisor to the minister, Advocate Vusi Pikoli, he requested the Inspector General to give him the report for the investigation that started in 2021 by Inspector General of Intelligence. He requested that report. Then the investigators in the Inspector General, they went to Advocate Pikoli and they gave him the report and they briefed him. So I do believe that the minister knew about this starting from September 2024. I think that was 2 months or 3 months after his appointment.
Yes.
So what steps he took after that, I don't know.
All right. Thank you, Witness E. And then, Mr. This next one, I think it's probably more for you.
Yes,
The call logs that you have given us, at WE5, that's all that we have. And the statement is replete with references to telephone calls.
yes.
It's also replete with references to WhatsApp exchanges. And you know it's been matters of controversy in this commission with other witnesses where the existence of these
Yes.
kind of this information. Is there a reason that we have only WE5?
There is a reason, but I think it's best coming from Witness E.
Okay, do you want
Witness E, Commissioner Baloyi notes that the only call logs you have provided are for the 2 days in December 2025, your annexure WE5. Do you confirm that?
Yes, I confirm, Chair, and I can explain that.
And that your statement references other calls going as far back, I guess, as December 2024, as well as WhatsApp communication you say you had with various people. You reference all these in your statement. Do you confirm that?
I confirm that, Chair.
The question then to you is, why is it that the commission is furnished only with the call log for the period 10 to 11th of December 2025 and not in respect of all the other communications you received and or the WhatsApp messages that you say were exchanged? Could you please explain to the commission?
Firstly, is that the current condition that I'm working under, it requires me to keep on changing gadgets. That is the first one. But the second one is that since I've been working undercover for 14 years, it's a habit that I don't keep information long in my phone. I make sure that I remove it. But on this one, even this one, I was going to remove it. I can assure you that even now I still have it. It's the IO that told me after the first call in December, that look, because you've got a habit of removing things in your phone. So look, if that call that we have received from a minister, don't delete it. So that's how I kept that call log. Otherwise, even that call log, I was going to delete it same day. I don't keep things in my phone because I used to operate undercover, live with criminals in such a way that they suspect that there's a rat amongst us. They would say, bring your phone. And then they find their photos in my phone. They will find messages, sending them to my commanders, find call logs, and then I can be assassinated immediately. So it's a habit. It's it's a life that I've been living, because to work undercover, it's not that easy that you can just keep everything in your phone. But once you get evidence, you send it somewhere. After sending it somewhere, you can remove it from your phone.
Thank you, Witness E. Thank you, Mr.
While on that, Witness E, can I confirm with you whether should the commission seek from service providers records in respect of all these telephone numbers you provided that and you say you engaged with. Do you confirm that those records will confirm what you have set out in your statement?
They will get everything 100%, Chair.
Thank you, Witness E. Commissioner Kumalo.
Yes. Witness E, just two follow-up questions. If you go to page 10 of your statement. Are you there?
Yes, I'm there, Chair.
If you
Yes,
look
I'm there, Chair.
If you look at paragraph 28, this statement that you are presenting to the commission is dated January 2026. How were you able to recall that that phone call was received at 2200 hours? I mean, if you don't have a record of these telephone calls, how were you able to recall that it was from that 076 number and it was at 2200 hours?
I took note, Chair. I have a notebook. Then I took note. I started, in fact, after the press briefing, I started because I'm a person, the IO advised me that because you are a person who always remove things from your gadgets, each and everything that you think it might be helpful in future, just take notes. So I took note of that. That is why I can remember. And the service provider can prove that call, that indeed it is there.
Okay, so you have something akin to a diary or a notebook?
Yes, I do. I've got a lot.
Okay, and then my last question is, after the 12 December or 11 December 2025, we are now, I think it's the 26th of January 2026. Have you received any further calls from Lindo or the minister?
No, Chair. That was that call that I received from Lindo Tembu at 3 o'clock on the 11th of December 2025. That was the last call from Lindo. That was the last call from the minister. I've never received any message, any call, any communication from the minister up to date.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Chair. That will be the testimony of Witness E.
Thank you very much, Witness E. Shall we be ready at 9:30 tomorrow?
We're scheduled to proceed tomorrow at 9:30 with the next witness. Thank you, Chair.
Let's adjourn and resume at that time.
Thank you, Chair.
you.